steps, I know you won't let no iniquity.
Hey y'all, it's Selena McCamey. Welcome or welcome back. Today's topic is gonna be gossip, foul language, and criticism. Today we're gonna just get into all of this stuff. Today we're gonna talk about it and just explain what it is, why we shouldn't be doing this, and just break it down. But first, I want to go ahead and start off and say, if you do struggle with these things or you are doing this, just know that just ask God for help on these things. Like God can help you and pull you out of these things. Because this is something that I used to struggle with back in the day. Like I'm talking about a lot. Like I used to this is something that I used to do. So I understand the transition and coming out of it and having to watch your mouth and be like, okay, I can't say this. This is something I can't say. So just honestly ask God for help if you this is something that you're struggling with. But yeah, it definitely is a big move to make if you do be like, okay, like this is something I need to stop. The devil does not want you to stop that. So he will try to throw any everything in your way to make you to keep doing this and keep this bad habit up or these bad habits up. So just make sure you're asking for God for strength and guidance when you are trying to quit these things. Because and if situations or chaotic situations keep trying to come your way to make you do these things, just know that just keep praying for strength because that means that like the devil see you trying to stop this thing. So he's trying to get you to not stop it basically. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. These are the notes for today. Let's get straight into it. So criticism. We're gonna speak on criticism first. In Matthew chapter 7, verse 3 through 5, it says, "And why beholdest thou mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam in thine own eye?" And basically, what that verse is saying right there, that was verse 3, is saying, why call out something that somebody else is doing and you doing the same thing? And in 4, it says, "Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out thy mote of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thy own eye?" So basically, why are you offering help to somebody else and saying, "Oh, I can help you pull this out. I can help you get out of this," but you're still in it? You know, like for example, like I can help you stop lying, but you know this person lie all the time, so you're not taking them serious because you see what they do, you see how they moving, and the Bible says you shall know them by their fruit. So if somebody that lie all the time is saying, "Oh yeah, I can help you with that lying, I can help you with that lying," that's wrong. Let me help you with that. But you know they lie all the time. You're not gonna take it, you know. And that's basically what this is saying. And verse 5 points it out, and it says, "Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam in thine own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote in thy brother's eye." So basically, this meaning you are a hypocrite if you are doing this. If you are sitting there, you know you doing something, and then you trying to help somebody else get up out of what they doing and say, "Oh, I can help you," they're not gonna take that serious, and they're gonna look at that. So that's considered being a hypocrite. And it's saying first get yourself together. Like for example, if your situation is lying, get yourself together online and stuff like that. Once you be like, okay, like God has helped me through this, God has brought me through this, I know how to get out of this. Then you can be like, okay, let me help you with this, this, and that. But not while you still lying, you still doing this, and that, and then you're saying, oh, let me help you to stop doing it. So criticism, that's really what criticism is. Like, don't try to criticize somebody and you doing the same thing and you trying to help them out of what they doing. It just makes zero sense. Just like anybody, it's just a whole bunch of different situations that could go with that. It's like you're not gonna take nobody serious that's still doing what they trying to help you out of doing. And the next topic we're gonna go over is foul language. So 1 Timothy chapter 4 verse 12 says, "Let no man despise thy youth, but be thou an example of believers in word, in conversation, in charity, in spirit, and in faith and purity." So basically, don't be an example to be an example to believers. Be an example of the believers when you're among people that is not believers, or just when you're among anybody. In your conversation, in your giving, and basically in everything that you do is what it's saying here. Be an example. Don't be out here just talking crazy, saying anything. Watch your mouth is basically what this is saying. make sure everything that's coming out is out of love. It's something that's not to break somebody down. Stuff like that. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 4 says, neither filthiness nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather give thanks. So basically this is saying give thanks. Don't talk filthiness, don't talk foolishness, don't talk crazy about nobody. If somebody made you mad, and I know this is easier said than done, but if somebody made you mad, try to think of the best thing that you can be thankful for in that moment, or think of something, or pray for that person, intercede on that person's behalf, or whatever they're struggling with. Pray for that person, intercede on that person's behalf, do something like this. And this is something that we all can struggle with. Like I can struggle like with this. Like if you having a bad day and you just like, man, they just did this and that. But it's like, okay, but God will check my heart every time, and it's like, okay, you gotta lift this person up. You gotta pray for this person because this person might be going through a season too. So it's just like you never know what that person is going through. So yeah. And I feel like this is a good verse for. We're gonna go over these two verses. They don't really. They can go in either category. We're just gonna go over all of them. Proverbs chapter 16 verse 28. It says, "A froward man soweth strife, and whisper, and a whisper separate chief friends." So basically, this means these people that criticize or do this is gonna sow conflict. It's gonna make discord. It's gonna, make friends separate. Like this is what the devil wants. So don't be behind nobody back whispering about anything. Don't be like, oh, this, and that. Because that's just how mess start. That's just how conflict. And certain spirits that's attached to some of these people out here in this world love conflict. They strive in an environment where there's conflict going on. So these spirit and these demonic spirits that dwell in these people, they love that. They love to see the strife because what conflict causes? Conflict causes separation. Conflict causes people to be in their feelings. When people in their feelings, they don't act right. They act out of emotion. They start doing stuff. They cause fights. It just causes a whole bunch of other stuff. Not only just that had nothing to do with the conflict, probably in the first place. It caused people to start getting out of character, doing stuff they would have never did. You know, it just causes a lot of things, and the enemy know that, so that's why they strive in that type of environment. They want to keep that type of environment going. And Proverbs chapter 18 verse 21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat its fruit." So if you love death, that's what's gonna be coming up out of your mouth over people, over you, over anything. For example, and some people can be doing it unknowingly. I watched it so many times where somebody could do it unknowingly and just don't realize that they even saying. They could be like, for example, they be like, oh, like we all sick over here or something like that. And it's like people don't realize that it's power in what you're saying, even though you might mean it as a joke or however you mean it. It's power in what you're saying. We need to be careful on what we're saying as believers or anybody out here. Please stop saying that. Please, anything. It could be anything. Oh, we sick over here. Oh, we broke over here. Oh, we this over here. Speaking it over your life. Stop it. Because this stuff is you speaking it over your life. You speaking it over whoever you was referring to when you said we. And it's like, no. No matter how you was meaning it, it's not no funny way to put that. Because that's what you speaking over everybody. It's like, stop it. Because now people gonna have to go back and come out of agreement with that. Like anytime I hear something spoke like that over me, I go ahead and come out of agreement like that. But not everybody knows to do that. So that's why it's very important to watch what you're saying. Or you can be like, oh, this person's slow, or this person, like, you're just speaking negativity and just craziness over people. It's just like we need to stop this. Gossip. And the next topic is gossip, and it's I might talk about this in a different video because this video is about to end. But I hope y'all have a blessed day. Just know that I love y'all and Jesus loves y'all more. Hey y'all, Selena came and welcome back. This is part 2 of the gossip, foul language, and criticism. And so we have a few notes to go over for gossip because I didn't really touch it too much in the last video. So gossip, the verse I have for gossip are Exodus chapter 23 verse 1. It says, "Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness." So basically it's saying don't lie on nobody. Don't give no false report on nobody. For example, don't say, oh, this person did this when you know they really didn't do that. And then you're putting you're hearing with the unrighteous to be a false, like you're being a false witness, basically. Like you're being like, oh, this person did that. And what can happen is that person can actually get in some major trouble because of what you said that wasn't true. So yeah, basically what that's saying. And Proverbs chapter 11, verse 13, it says, a talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit conceal the matter. So a talebearer is basically someone that shares personal information carelessly, someone that gossips continuously. That's what it's referring to when it says talebearer. And it's saying, if you're faithful, he that is faithful and up, he that is of a faithful spirit conceal the matter. Meaning, if you faithful in spirit, you're gonna conceal the matter. You're not gonna try to cause no strife. You're gonna try to make it as peaceful as possible. You're not gonna try to cause no strife. But if you love mess, you're gonna keep on revealing secrets to people. You're gonna keep on revealing secrets. If somebody that's something, for example, if somebody comes to you in private and tell you, oh, like I'm really struggling with this because I had a recent death in my family and this is something that I'm really struggling with or something like that. Like if somebody's telling you that in private to you and you only, and you go and say, for example, if somebody asks, oh, like what's been going on? What's the name? Like the person you just talked to. And you're like, oh, well, this happened. She's saying she's struggling with a recent death in her family. Was that information that you were supposed to spread? No. That was personal information that person felt comfortable sharing to you and you only. And you wouldn't share it with somebody else carelessly. And that's basically what this is talking about. Like, don't be just out here sharing people information carelessly. I'm very, I don't talk to everybody about everything. So if it's something, if I know this person talks a lot or something like that, if I know this person talks a lot and is gonna share it with somebody else, I'm not gonna tell them. So that's just me. It's like, okay, so me personally, I don't really tell everybody my personal business, everything I got going on in my life, because I know it's gonna get shared to multiple people. But if I'm sharing this with one person, I know, okay, this one person not gonna tell nobody. But it's just some people are out here doing that and thinking that person is not gonna tell nobody, and that person out there telling everybody in the world. So it's just like you have to be careful. And gossip is not just revealing secrets or anything like that. It could be just you simply just talking about somebody in a disencouraging way, or you could be like, well, this person is this and that. Like just talking about them, not encouraging them or lifting them up. That's bad. So guys, like we need to really do better on that. And that's something that I'm still working on, because it's like when I get mad, I feel like somebody did me wrong. It's like, oh, like why did they just did this and that? But it's like we need to pray for them and stuff like that. So this is something that we can all work on together and just, you know, ask God for strength on, because there's a real devil out here. And really, to be honest, if you just allow God to help you to see the spirit that is working behind that person, or the spirit that is working behind whatever just happened, then you will understand a lot clearer what's actually going on. Because it's like, okay, like you thinking of it as a personal issue when it's really not a personal issue, it's a spiritual issue. That this spirit has, you tried to use this person to access you in a way that's gonna get you upset and get you to talk about somebody in that type of way. So that's how the devil works. A lot of people don't realize that and just jump on it and be like, oh, this person did this, and that. For example, one time I was, I'm just gonna share this information because I feel like it's a good thing to share, like it helped out. So one time I was on a fast, and one of my favorite foods at the time, well, I feel like it still is my favorite food, but mac and cheese. One of my favorite foods was mac and cheese. I was on a fast, and somebody had offered me. I forgot if they knew I was on a fast or not. I don't think they knew I was on a fast. Well, I forgot if they knew I was on a fast, but anyways, they had came up to me and they had offered me some mac and cheese. They had never came up to me and offered me nothing like that at all before. So it's like for me to be on a fast and for you to come up to me and offer me that, I know it was a spirit working within that person. But that person might not know that. That person might just be genuinely trying to offer you some mac and cheese. But you have to look at it. That's why you have to look at a lot of things in a spiritual matter and handle it accordingly. Rebuke it accordingly. Because it's just a whole bunch of spirits out here working. The devil is trying to get you to turn back, trying to get you to do whatever it is that you were doing before, or whatever bad habits that he wants you to fall back into. He's trying to get you to do. So I just hope that these recent people, let's just speak about people in love. If they did you wrong, just, pray for them and hope that they get delivered one day. And if y'all have more questions, then I could do like a different series on how to actually like get through this, how I stopped doing this and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna do a video of that soon, like a video of how God actually helped me out of it and stuff like that. And help me to be more careful of my tongue and how I speak and stuff like that. But I hope y'all have a blessed day. Just know that I love you and Jesus loves you more.